everyone, and welcome to another episode of CNC Productions. And we are back doing something that I didn't think I was going to be doing for a little bit, until I just decided to just change my mind and do it anyway. Yeah, you guys, I'm sure you guys remember Batman the Enemy Within, right? One of the best, most amazing playthroughs I've ever had here on the channel, and probably up there with my favorite games I have ever played. And there was the first season, obviously, and that's what this is. Batman the Telltale series is the first season. But I never thought to put it on the channel because one, I'd already seen it. At least I've seen most of it. There is some of it that I have not seen, and I felt like it would just be stupid for me to play this because it's over a year and a half old. But I just decided to just change my mind because I've just been wanting to really get into this. So yes, we're going to go ahead and play the first season. And we're going to turn up some of the stuff. Okay, so as I said before, this is the first season, and for those of you who watched Batman the Enemy Within, which is in my opinion a better game, a better story anyway. However, there's nothing wrong with this first season. It's also really good. It's not as good as Enemy Within, but it is very good. And we're going to go ahead and dive into this. All 5 episodes, I'm going to try to rattle them off as quickly as possible. I have the first episode right now. I'm going to have to download the rest of them later. So yeah, episode 1 is Realm of Shadows, then Children of Arkham, New World Order, Guardian of Gotham, and City of Light. And we're going to be able to play all 5 of these episodes in relatively short time span because they're all out. They've all been out for a long time. So yeah, gonna be able to go through all this. There's not gonna be any month-and-a-half waiting times like there was with the first season. So yeah, it's going to be a start of a new series. I hope you guys are ready to strap in. We are going to go basically into a prequel. Basically, that's what this is what this is gonna be. Prequel for Enemy Within, for those who saw Enemy Within. Okay, so episode 1, Realm of Shadows. Bruce Wayne navigates the treacherous waters of Gotham politics as a series of shocking allegations surface while Batman confronts Gotham's most notorious crime boss. And here we go. Okay, so the obvious question rising here is, why are you playing this if you already know how the story goes out? Thing is, I haven't actually played this before. I've watched it, and I haven't watched all of it. I know how the main story goes, but I haven't seen every last little scene. But I do know how the story goes out. So I'm probably going to be making all the good choices and stuff. So it's not going to be quite as genuine as my Enemy Within playthrough. But I would like you guys to see this because it's a really cool game. And so yeah, here we go. City Hall, 8:32. And welcome to Batman the Telltale series. City of Gotham. So don't worry guys, even though I know how this pretty much goes, I won't be spoiling anything, so you won't hear anything from me.
Get it open. On it.
Also, for some reason this is...
Bring the whole place down. Stay focused.
We'll
be out of here before anyone can stop us.
This is lagging a lot worse than Enemy Within for some reason. There he is, Jim Gordon.
Move in.
Yeah, so graphics aren't quite as good. It's lagging worse than Enemy Within, which is weird. Get out of the way.
Back! Get back!
Gordon, they're on the 52nd floor. I'm going in.
Hey! Wait! Wait for backup!
Don't need it.
There's Batman.
Stairs.
I heard stories, Sent 3 home in an ambulance. The rest in body bags.
No wonder the cops want him dead.
Hey, you ever seen him?
Yeah, Gotham Zoo. All the other flying animals.
There he is. His bat suit also looks a little bit different than in Season 2. Alright, time to actually start playing. E. You gonna get out of the way, son? That's how you make an entrance. I'm Batman.
Bruce, you can't keep doing this.
I have to. No one else will.
Every drop of blood, everything you've sacrificed. The city is safe
I
now.
think this is a glitch.
Just make you a target.
Quickly. That's the problem with... You know what? I'm going to just slightly lower the music volume, just because. I know there was a problem with previous Telltale games where, like, the Batman enemy within was practically free of, and that is bugs and glitches. They are innumerable in many other Telltale games, which is a shame because sometimes they push out episodes a lot. Let's just say that. Okay, I'm done. I'm done messing around with the settings. It's just annoying.
Go! Whatever got in, don't let it get out.
What's that?
Oops. Duh. Huh? It's like there's a freaking monster in here.
Back to back, circle up!
Pulling people up like the Predator. Don't mind if I do. Also, another thing that was present in this game that wasn't in Enemy Within is like the thing in the lower right corner. You'll see just like every time you make a correct move, it fills up a bit. That's like your finishing move. It wasn't Enemy Within, which is okay because it didn't really need to be there. Shift E. Oh my gosh. Get out of the way, man.
I know you're trying to create a myth, but be careful you don't turn into a monster.
Sometimes you need a monster.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
Oh my gosh. Jeez. This guy needs to stop. I would have already been playing dead already. Ah, dang it! How did I miss that? You're like giving me like 3 seconds. Ah! Oh my gosh. This guy needs to stop. And somehow he's still up. Oh my gosh. Just sit down.
Didn't your mother teach you to
Hey,
walk?
look who it is. It's Catwoman.
Behind you, big boy. Heyday.
Being a lot more like Catwoman than she was in Enemy Within. Okay, alright. There we go. There she goes.
Stay where you are. You're under arrest.
Yeah. No, thank you. Except for in Dark Knight Rises and really...
Intimidating, you're succeeding. Criminals are becoming afraid of you.
Dang, with this
So are
lag.
the police.
It's a scare tactic, Al. Just a performance.
This lag is bad. Dang.
Without a scratch.
So far,
Like crouching like that.
that doesn't belong to you.
I was wondering if we'd cross paths.
You broke the law. Here I am.
The law. Don't tell me that's why you do all this. Squeeze into a suit, tie on a cape. Most people dressed up like that end up in Arkham.
Well, you are dressed as a
Gotham
cat.
needs a hero. Someone to hunt down people like you.
So that makes me, what, a villain? Sounds fun. Gotta admit,
Half and half,
give it a
honestly.
chase. One day you might actually catch me.
She's a reluctant heroine, I
Don't
guess.
you know not to corner a wild animal? It's dangerous.
Then let's put you in a cage.
Bring it, Bat.
Then let's put you in a cage. Alright, now we gotta fight Catwoman again. This brings back memories. What? How did I freaking miss that? No problem. Oh man, I've missed this. I desperately hope Telltale makes a season 3. Dang, this... It's just me. This... Oh, okay. Did I miss something that wasn't on the screen? Just the news network? It's just like... Look, there's a crazy Catwoman on the roof. Alright, come on. Yay! Ow. Ow, okay.
It's over.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Oh my gosh. How does that work? Oh, I got her! Wow. I thought I missed. Oh, come on, Gordon.
Pull him now. Jesus, got it.
Wait! Do not shoot!
Dang! Oh, we got our final Mimo. Yeah! Got our finisher. Shift E. Yeah! Ow. That hurt my back just watching that. Jeez! Oh, got it. Nice. There we go.
Why go to all that trouble for this?
A myth can't be killed. You, however, are flesh and blood.
God! I said don't shoot!
I never understood
No,
that.
wait.
Like, dude, he's like, why are you gonna shoot then? Idiot. Come on, come on. Got it. And now we gotta rescue her from falling off of a building. I'm sorry, but yeah, Batman, that's what happens whenever you chuck somebody off of a building. Also, they'd be falling at the exact same rate, but we're not going to talk about that. Arm dislocated. Ow. He's I got you, Catwoman. These cape physics are amazing. And I mean that in the most sarcastic way.
Guess I was wrong about you catching me. Not sure if it was for my sake or yours.
Don't struggle or you'll fall.
Oh, but that's what you crave. The struggle. I know men like you.
Highly doubtful, but...
I bet.
See you later, Selena. And there she goes. I guess that this
Step out of the
other
shadows.
suit didn't have like that ceiling option. Remember that Enemy Within?
Bruce Wayne tonight.
Oh, that's a much harder fight.
He's got cat scratches all over his...
Let tombstones be your family legacy.
Well then. Time to save the city.
Nope, that's not going to be his family legacy. It's either Dick Grayson or Damian Wayne. Although I desperately hope that Telltale doesn't include Robin. A lot of people actually...
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
never mind, I'll talk about it
A
later.
humble district attorney like myself is not used to such a ringing endorsement. Even one who cut Gotham's crime rate in half.
There he is, Harvey Dent.
For too long, this city has burned with corruption and greed under Mayor Hill's authority.
I kind of wish that he had a
promise
bigger role
you,
in season
A vote
2.
for Harvey Dent is a vote to finally put your foot down. And together, we can stamp out the fire and save our great city. If only Mr. Wayne, my campaign's largest backer, could have heard that applause, he would... Well, there he is.
Ta-da.
Fashionable and fashionably late, as always.
And everyone just like turns.
Say hi, Bruce.
Okay.
Welcome to Wayne Manor, everyone. My apologies for the late arrival.
Oh, not to worry, Mr.
I'll
Wayne.
be professional tonight.
We've
I
all
would
made
have been
ourselves
smart
very
and said
comfortable.
hi, Bruce, before.
Thank you again, everyone, for your unwavering support.
Also, I'm noticing NPCs that look exactly the same.
Together, we will change Gotham.
Come on. Your slogan has to be, you either die a hero, or you
Mr.
live
Wayne,
long enough to see yourself
Thank
become
you
the
for
villain.
opening your house to us. Now, I know this is the biggest mansion in Gotham, but I don't think you got lost on your way here. Where were you? I know you prefer the brooding
I was
billionaire angle.
fighting crime.
The sooner we make nice with the donors, the sooner everyone will leave you alone.
Just wanted to make an entrance.
You
Congratulations.
make a far
you
better
almost
entrance as
missed it.
Batman.
You are a pillar of this city and my campaign. I need you here, tuxedoed and shaking hands. No one came here tonight to see me.
No.
I want to see the Bruce
didn't.
Wayne, am I right?
And I can see him just fine from here.
This shouldn't be painful. It's not a kidney stone. It's only a little FaceTime with potential donors.
Faced.
Your face, specifically, with a mouth that's saying, support Harvey Dent. We're the grease, they're the wheels.
I hate being
And they're rolling in enough cash and votes to help make Gotham a place for families again.
doing this for
So
Gotham.
just put on your billionaire smile and don't punch anyone.
I'll do anything for Gotham. It's my home.
It's our home. This'll help you too, Bruce. Once I've turned this city around as mayor, you'll be a hero for funding my campaign. Now all I need is a decent slogan.
Oh boy, this part.
Terrible at those.
It always makes me sound like a used car salesman.
Has
Which,
to be a
for the
new
record,
face.
I have not
It's
been
gotta
since
be.
before law school.
All right. How about a new face for Gotham?
Look at you.
Like
It's
this.
not half bad.
That's the new face you
I'm
got.
gonna use that. Bruce, I meant what I said. Together, you and me, we change Gotham. A city free from crime, where children can play in the streets again.
That's what I want too, Harvey. But you know how rough it is out there. We have to shake things up to make that happen.
Well, we can start with a few hands, Come on.
Oh man, look at all this. Here's a game I like playing in Telltale
Mr.
games.
Wayne, I'd like to introduce you to
Bob and
Spot
Regina
the NPC
Zellerbach.
clones.
Of course I know these two.
Hello, Bruce.
Regina here
Those
is the chairwoman
Regina.
of Wayne Enterprises, and her husband.
Voted for Mayor Hill last time. I'll admit it, Mr. Wayne. I don't know Mr. Dent from a pothole on Main Street, but I trust your family. If you believe in Dent, we believe in you. After all, whoever you support is a reflection on you.
And we trust someone like you to lead this city to greatness.
Well, thank you. But we're all here tonight because we want to make a difference. And that's what it's going to take. Every single one of us. Not just me, not just Mr. Dent,
But
everyone.
Batman.
Right, right. Of course.
Old families like ours should flock together, you know, like birds.
You're preaching, dear.
How very eloquent.
No, it's true. The Waynes and Zellerbachs are reminders of the golden age of Gotham.
This city's luster faded years ago, Mr. Dent. Look at Gotham now. Murder in the streets, corruption in City Hall, that Cape Bat freak dealing out vigilante justice like it's the wild West.
Oh, Bobby, regarding Golden Age, seems you're getting cranky in yours. There's always hope.
That's
Forgive me
like,
for being blunt, but one man can't save this city.
but Batman
And it's a dangerous
can.
mentality to think so.
Harvey
That's how
Dent
you
can.
get creeps like this Batman, or whatever it's called.
Harvey Dent is our best shot. Put him in a room with anyone for 15 minutes and that grin will win him over.
He's gonna need more than that, son.
Oh, it hasn't been 15 minutes yet, Bob. We've still got time. And don't worry, though. I am not doing this alone. And with Bruce's help, we're replacing the dangerously unsecure Arkham Asylum with a state-of-the-art mental health facility to help Gotham's most at-risk individuals.
Nope,
Will be
it's still a
dedicated to
madhouse.
Thomas and
And it
Martha
always
Wayne,
will be.
in the hopes that their fate will never be repeated.
After all your parents did for this city, oh, to be killed in a botched robbery in some alleyway, it was terrible.
You'd think that, like,
Truly terrible.
the citizens of Gotham would have something else to
Tragedy
mope
like
about.
that at such a young age must
I
have been
know.
crippling.
Bruce's parents'
If only
death
that
has been done to
deranged
death.
man had gotten the right treatment, maybe.
Well,
I don't like to think
thanks for
about
your
babies.
sympathy. But it was a long
And I'm
time
sure
ago, and
you
I wish
don't
people would
either.
just stop talking about it.
Well, thank you.
Bruce's
I
parents
wish my
died.
parents could be here speaking with you too.
It's the most cliched
And
superhero
thank
origin
you,
story of
Bruce,
all.
for investing in the health of this city's future.
You have our support, Mr. Dent. Go get him.
We're on our way.
Well, nice, sweet talk them. Nice.
Not saying I doubted you, but that went better than expected.
It is a night of ringing endorsements.
Well, hello. Harvey Dent, Gotham's next mayor, and eager to know you.
Vicky Vale. Not interested. And
That is the best line in this entire game.
you don't mind
Not
if
interested.
I stay and ask a few questions, do you, Mr. Wayne?
Just got
Well, you can
Shut
ask me
down.
whatever you want at the press conference tomorrow.
Actually, I'm here for Mr. Wayne.
Kiva.
Tonight is strictly off the record. We can talk, but nothing gets written down.
I'm okay with that. I was just hoping to see what makes Bruce Wayne tick. This is quite the social event, Mr.
Oh,
Wayne.
come on now, it's so formal. Call me Bruce.
Well, Bruce, you've been going around accusing everyone tonight. But how are you doing?
It's you and Selena, Bruce.
You should
Not
enjoy
you
your
and
own
Vicky.
party
It's you and Selena.
before all the champagne runs
Politics. Politics.
Just between us, politics bore the hell out of me. Too many words, not enough action.
out. Didn't think you were the type to get
Agreed.
his hands dirty.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Mr.
Don't let
Wayne,
people start guessing our
you've got
identity now,
something on
do
your
you?
collar. Is that blood? Yeah. It looks like...
Oh, this? No, it's nothing. It just, cut myself shaving.
What, your butler didn't help you this time? Hey, kidding, kidding.
Do excuse me, Master Bruce, but
The wine excuse
another
would have been
guest
lame.
has arrived.
I'm sure they'll find the bar.
You may want to greet this one personally, sir.
Carmine Falcone?
Falcone.
Is the Dent campaign soliciting votes from Gotham's biggest crime family?
Falcone's never
I
been
never
convicted
understood
of
why he
anything
was there, or
except
why he
being
would
a
have went
businessman
there,
who
how he
loves
was
the
allowed
city.
in there.
Excuse us, Miss Vale.
And what kind of business do you think he's in?
The one that controls enough votes to get me into City Hall. This is the necessary evil of politics, Bruce. It's in the service of a better Gotham, for all of us.
As long, hey,
least hear
Harvey,
him out
as
before you kick
long
him
as you're
out.
not dealing with Russia,
Falcone requested
You're
to
good.
speak with you directly.
Jesus, Harvey, inviting a known criminal to your fundraiser doesn't exactly look good for your squeaky clean image.
Let me worry about that.
hey, he's not
Word
from
of
Russia,
warning,
so
Bruce?
he's good. They only care if he's from Russia.
Play nice.
I don't know, though.
You know, I've been in the market for a new house. Decent walk-up,
Besides,
sky-high
it's clearly
ceilings,
Victor
plenty of
Sullivan.
room for my cars. I think I'll take it.
He's gonna be like, Sam
Though
Drake?
the decor offends my eyes. Oh, man, all flash, no class.
Let's talk privately, shall we?
Hey, I like this guy. Ready to do business before we even introduce ourselves. But we'll get to that. Carmine Falcone, thank you for welcoming me into your home.
Like, everybody is looking at you. It's like, is there not something else
You're
to look
a
at?
respectable man, I hear.
Bruce Wayne.
I know who you are. The guy who's gonna sell me his house.
Gentlemen, perhaps we'll all be more comfortable.
That is a
in the
frustrating thing, though,
parlor.
because
Follow me, if you will.
that will bite me in the butt later, I do know that. But it's like, it's stupid things like that that you
should
know shouldn't
Mr.
matter,
Falcone,
yet they do.
My analysts say we're raising triple with Mayor Hill. Hey, what's...
Private audience.
Come on, guys. Bruce.
You'll be fine out there, Harvey. I saw plenty of skirts to keep you busy for a few minutes.
Harvey stays with us.
A man's home is his castle. I respect that. Seen and not heard.
Whatever you...
What did I say?
It's like this is, you just said it's my castle, so stop bossing my guest around.
Mr. District Attorney here wants to make sure the rules are followed. But in my experience, there's the law, and there's doing what's right. You understand? And I'd rather see Harvey actually help this city instead of just saying he will. The man talks too much, chaps my face with words.
Well, I would say you can uphold the law and still do what's right.
To a point. No one gets remembered for staying in the middle.
Mr. Falcone,
No more warnings.
He's just
I ain't
like
here to
all
chin-wag
submissive.
about politics, Mr. Wayne. Gives me indigestion. I got enough of that as is. So,
Come on, Sully.
let's talk relationship.
I know you're a fortune hunter, but you're better than this.
Chalk this for me.
This is where I draw the line.
I can get Harvey the mayor's seat. Or I can pull it out from under him.
If you really think I'm going to chalk your cue,
Whatever happened to being a gracious host?
you're nuts.
Okay, imagine. This is me. And these are all my friends in Gotham. The businesses, restaurants, clubs, docks, unions, politicians. I make them all move. And I want to keep everything moving if Harvey gets elected. That's why I came here tonight to your lovely home, hoping to make a new friend. One who can help Mr. Dent see the light, if need be. Between your businesses and mine, I bet we employ half the city. Now, we got a good thing going, so I don't see why we shouldn't team up.
Look, I'm only talking to you because Harvey asked, trusting a friend to know what's best for Gotham.
Now, that's a predicament. You listen to me, kid. I know somewhere inside that tuxedo you understand this situation. Money gets money.
The risks, the alliances, the hidden costs. Your father knew which hands to shake. And which to break.
I think I'll have someone see you out.
Okay. So that's how it's gonna be. People don't say no to me.
I just did.
Not for long.
Whatever you say, Sully. I'll see you later.
Master Bruce, your guests are leaving. I recommend seeing them out. You wouldn't want to be rude.
Also, they're just like leaving in like
Give your
this
butler's
like,
advice,
weird
kid.
mass exodus.
Oh, and I'm no longer interested in buying the house. The owner's a... And he's gonna get what's coming to him.
Whatever you say. I'm not teaming up with a flippin' crime boss. Feels good to be back. Even though this game is over a year and a half old. Well, we're going down to the Bat Cave. What's up, Bruce?
It's me.
Oh, the soundtrack. Realm of Shadows.
Another brutal week in Gotham, folks. A string of home invasions rippled through the city's already crime-infested East End. Apparently, the bandits are using stolen GCPD battering rams to
Oh, the flippin' tickets. Why hasn't your therapist told you to get rid of that?
City Hall. But thanks to the efforts of the Batman, the stolen items were returned.
Not all of them. Let's see what she was really after.
Sanctus Files. Wrong game, sorry. Aha! We're actually able to move around now. Data drive, gadgets table. Spare grapple.
Can't believe I let her take that.
Now on day 3 of the factory fire that will not end.
I'm okay. Yeah, let's just go ahead and look at this stuff. Data drive.
Nearly fell off a building for this.
Depends on what's on it. Although I'm pretty sure it's the experimental drug. Codex. Data port.
Let's find out what was so important.
Alright.
Encrypted.
Of course it is.
Wayne Manor has 7 bedrooms, 2 kitchens, a library, a gymnasium, a basketball court, and a movie theater. And yet I always find you here. In a dark, damp cave. In front of a computer.
I'm more at home here than the rest of the house, you know that.
Then we should build an 8th bedroom down here.
Sure, I can see the headlines now. Bruce Wayne, billionaire, entrepreneur, cave dweller.
Quite an eclectic resume. Did you find out what that Catwoman tried to steal?
Well, in the process.
This data drive that was encrypted.
What are we looking at?
Let me try a different angle. Just a hologram of the city you just have lying around. Oh, okay.
Okay.
The east side shoreline.
Oh.
But it could mean
Okay.
any number of things. Money, weapons, drugs, everything flows through that port.
Maybe it's where Mayor Hill picks up his dry cleaning.
Nope, it's where
Can't make sense of it yet.
he picks
There's
up his
still plenty of
experimental
files to
drugs.
decrypt.
And in the meantime,
ALZ-112.
I saved you what I could.
Thanks, Al.
Yeah, the same couldn't be said for the bar. I had to literally pry Mrs. Zellerback away. But you'll be pleased to hear everyone has left, including Mr. Falcone. Before the game switched from billiards to cutthroat. I'd recommend leaving the fistfights to your alter ego. Bloodstains are much harder to remove from a tuxedo.
I don't want anything to do with Falcone.
Well, he certainly showed interest in you. That's what worries me. For the record, your
Only 'cause I'm
father
rich.
despised men like Falcone, thought they ruined Gotham's stellar reputation.
Back when it still had one?
It can again, Bruce. Though people like this Catwoman aren't helping. Is she new to town?
I've seen her before.
Alfred like rubbing that in, like,
She's
your
just a
father
tourist.
just hated crime bosses.
I'll check the codex.
You're not helping. The Codex, Gotham feed, Codex. Look at all this biography stuff. Catwoman.
Found her.
I wish I knew more about her.
Not much to find, apparently.
A few burglaries, break-ins. Seems to lay pretty low.
You could learn a thing or two from her. You can't step outside without it ending up in the news lately. As Bruce or Batman.
I stay out of sight when I need to.
Define need to.
I'm not gonna get shot at.
The guy's exhausting.
Well, after the press conference tomorrow, I'll mark your calendar as exhausted then. The media isn't good for anyone's health. I don't mean to beat a dead argument, but...
No one's gonna figure it out now. Trust me.
Miss Vale noticed your injuries, so did Mr. Dent. If they put it together with the incident at the mayor's office, it would undo all the long nights and close calls we've endured to get here.
Well,
you're in the spotlight more than ever.
You're right. I should have canceled the event.
I know how much pressure you're under. I don't
well,
mean to
multiple
add to it.
people
It's okay.
know his identity and
I know
enemy
you will
within.
live now.
Like, pretty
If
much
you make a
everybody.
suit that
And my
fits-
camera's about to run out of battery.
Maybe
Okay.
we can trade places some night, though I'm not partial to heights. Old men worry, that's all. It's our gift and our curse. One more worry for the list.
I thought I saw Oz. It's been, what, 20 years?
Oh.
Last time I saw him, we were in grade school.
Indeed,
Oswald
you two were thick as
Cobblepot.
thieves. Oswald, however, took that role more literally than you.
Dishonorable discharge, illegal boxing matches, arms dealing, prison stints.
That's a criminal grand slam, if I'm using the expression correctly.
Unfortunately, you are.
Oswald claimed he only wanted to catch up, but his behavior following his family's collapse is troubling. Why he's returning now, I haven't the faintest idea.
I think he just wants to reconnect. Criminal record or not, he's still an old friend.
A lot can change over the
Penguin.
years. If I remember correctly, Oswald was fond of the old firecrackers in the toilet trick. I worry what he's graduated to. Even though you and young Master Cobblepot used to be close, I'd advise you to be cautious. But I know you can't abandon a good mystery until it's solved.
I'll be careful, Alfred.
When you see what's become of his park, I think you will.
Yeah, but it turned it into a big dump. Cobblepot Park. My question is, like, wouldn't the city, like, take care of that area? Like, it's a park. I don't know. Maybe they would just let it go to crap.
Where are you, Oz?
Recent newspaper. Graffiti. Oh, okay. What if I wanted to look at the graffiti? Well, homeless person. I'll give him some change. Please don't buy drugs with this.
Thank you, sir.
Burn barrel. Running late, meet you by the statue.
Great. There's the statue, but no Oz.
Well, he did just tell you to be late, but, you know. Hey. Smoking man, talk to him? I'm okay. Graffiti, statue, a plaque. What does the plaque say? Some robotic turns like real quick. Established 1927.
Well, it isn't what it used to be.
1927, like, you'd think that they'd take care of this place if it's that old. Okay, just some generic scribbles. I thought it'd be say something stupid like Batman sucks or I don't know. Alright, no one to talk to, nothing to see. Penguin, where are you? Do I have to look at the statue? I think I have to look at the statue. Yeah, I figured.
Watch wallet cash. But this goes through you.
I'm good.
Hey, you heard it, man.
Try and
What the hell
take
are
it.
you waiting for?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Try and take it.
The hell you say? End him.
What a joke.
Gentlemen!
And there's Penguin.
Keep walking, all right? This don't concern you, twerp.
You see, that's where you're mistaken. My old mate and I have some catching up to do. And you're in the moment! Come here. Think that'll do?
I love how they made Penguin like all tall and skinny and like a fighter. Like, that was just a nice touch.
Stay down!
Look at this guy. Dang. Ow.
This used to be a nice place. No lives like you don't belong.
Oh, come on. Oh. Oh, jeez. Okay, Penguin.
Park! Mine! You hear that?
Jeez.
Oh, hey, Bruce. You've got a little, Yeah, good as new.
He sort of just got blood all over his face.
That was the right little scrap, eh? Nothing kickstarts the system like a dash of adrenaline, eh?
Oh, thanks for the backup.
I yanked you away from your bloody ivory tower, Bruce. Least I can do is make sure you don't get shaped.
Oh, that's very thoughtful of you.
Yeah, it's been what? 2 decades?
And you know what? I haven't been mugged once that entire time.
Yeah, that wasn't why I brought you here, mate. Right now, I am trying to recognize the little Bruce I used to run around this place with. Back when it wasn't, you know, like this.
Like, couldn't Bruce Wayne
This
have
park
fixed this up
used
himself?
to mean something. A place that was safe for kids, for families. People came from all over to visit. Oh, Mum and Dad, they put so much work in here.
It's a shame what happened. It was beautiful once.
And now, it's a hellhole. Last thing my parents ever built. This city chews right through people. Mum committed to Arkham. Dad ended it himself, he did. My family's fortune, there's nothing left, Bruce.
I know. Alfred told me.
It's funny, huh? Same place that ground my family to dust. Gave you the good life. Used to run in the same circles we did. Hobnobbing parties, round-the-world vacations, unlimited potential.
My parents are gone too, Oz.
I know, Bruce, I know. I'm sorry for it. But I had my own funerals to attend. Good to know you haven't changed, Bruce. You still care about something more than just yourself. Although, I was surprised to see Carmine Falcone at your party last night. Made himself right at home. That oily...
Falcone was an uninvited guest. That's it. Never want to see his face again.
On that, we can agree in earnest. Falcone made a stack of cash and corpses a mile high, ruining families like mine. All he needs is a little push. And... it'd be a treat to watch him hit pavement.
Jeez.
Sorry, mate. This reunion got a lot more grim than I planned. Things are gonna be on the upswing soon, no?
About to say, okay. You done monologuing?
A revolution is knocking on Gotham's door. And I'm here to let it in.
This perfect villain trench coat.
Which brings me to you, Bruce. You see, you throw a rock in any direction, you break a window that Wayne Enterprises owns. As the rich and powerful go, oh, you top Gotham's list. But when my revolution starts, we're gonna smash windows and cross off names all the way down. Like I said, it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna be beautiful.
I'm not your enemy, Oz.
That remains to be seen, don't it?
Wow.
I've got great affection for you, Bruce. I really do. Which is why I'm warning you. When this whole thing starts, make sure you're on the right side.
I.e. yours.
Good seeing you, Bruce, but I got some rocks to collect. Cheers.
Press conference for any hospital starts soon. Car waiting on the south side of the park. Wow. Also, wait, is it like early morning or late at night? Oh, it must have been early in the morning then. Thomas and Martha Wayne Memorial Hospital. Jeez.
Mr. Wayne, over here, right here.
This way.
Yikes, that's one of theirs. What's wrong with your eyes? Oh, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, everyone. Morning, Mr. Dent.
I know they gave you the option to be nice and then be a jerk.
I mean, mine isn't fast and the paint's rusting off, but boy, does she have charm. We didn't bring you all out here to discuss cars, honestly.
Bruce is like,
We're here
Harvey, that joke
about
sucked.
Arkham Asylum. Ever since it opened its doors, Arkham has been a breeding ground for the criminally insane. Its methods for rehabilitation, crude. Its security, lacking. Worse still, those who do get out, or God forbid escape, are even more dangerous than before they went in. Arkham Asylum is a cancer on Gotham. But today,
he's like, oh,
with a sizable contribution from this man here, we break ground on a state-of-the-art mental health care facility. One that will improve the well-being of Gotham and its citizens for years to come. And Mr. Wayne has a few words he'd like to say. Bruce?
Parents to be honored. It's
My parents
dedicated to those
loved
parents.
Gotham. They invested their blood, sweat, and tears in this city. You know, when I was 9 years old, my parents took me to see a movie about a hero in a mask. It was a hero who stood up to oppression and defended the people from injustice, no matter the cost.
I'd love to know why he's talking about this.
My parents paid the ultimate cost defending me from a man who needed the kind of help this new facility will provide.
In my opinion, they dwelled on Bruce's parents' death way more than they had to.
With this facility
and
our next mayor, we create a new face for Gotham.
Today, on the anniversary of that fateful night, we dedicate this facility to Thomas and Martha Wayne and usher in a new era of healing for Gotham.
Like Bruce's parents' death has just been beat into the ground by so many, like, Batman and stuff. It's like we know his parents died.
Sure, you all have plenty of questions about the new hospital, so
press F to pay respects.
You first, Miss Vale.
Thank you. With the opening of this new hospital, what does this mean for Arkham Asylum? What happens to the old building?
Tear it down. This day is past.
I think Arkham has only done harm to Gotham. It's made criminals more unstable, put our citizens in jeopardy. We can do better. All right, who's up next?
I feel like he had an army right
Julia
there.
Remark of the Tribune. My sources say you welcomed alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone into your home. You even shook his hand.
What? What was I supposed to do? Leave him hanging?
I don't make friends with gangsters. He was an unwelcome guest. That's all. Next question, please.
Please keep your questions on topic, people. We're here about the hospital, remember?
But Mr. Wayne, this morning the Globe received evidence of an offshore bank account managed by Carmine Falcone and your father, Thomas Wayne.
What exactly are you implying?
Transactions connected to organized crime going back years and continuing to this day. The paper trail ties your family directly to the mob. Care to comment?
I doubt your evidence. No, I'm not going to say anything.
Mr. Wayne, is all your money dirty?
Is the Wayne family legacy built on lies?
Did you know about this, Bruce?
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone?
Just
Could
leave.
the allegations be true?
Okay.
What aren't you telling us?
Does the mob sign Wayne Enterprises paychecks?
Just don't say anything.
Mr. Wayne!
How long has your family been dealing with Falcone? Could the allegations be true?
Shut up!
Did you know about this, Bruce?
What aren't you telling us?
I'm sorry about this, Bruce. I don't know where the hell it's coming from. Damage control's my territory. We'll talk later. Everyone, please settle down. I'll be fielding your questions from here on out.
What the heck?
Please, let's try to keep this civilized.
Bruce, I've been trying to reach you. The police are inside the manor.
Man, this was some bullcrap. This lag.
Hey, careful! Put it back.
I'm afraid we can't, Mr. Wayne.
Says who?
This warrant. It's not personal. I had the boys turn the lights off, keep a low profile.
I understand. You're just doing your job, Lieutenant.
Trying to. It's hard to be a cop in this city. Every battle's uphill, in the rain, with skates on.
Alfred, keep an eye on them. Make sure they only take what they have to.
Of course, sir.
I meant what I said about not personal. We only want files related to Wayne Enterprises.
I know, Gordon. At least
The warrant
Gordon's
covers
cool.
your place, pardon me, places of residence, and any companies you own.
And what do you expect to find?
That's for our analysts back at the precinct to figure out. I can't comment. It's a valid warrant. I gotta serve it. Mayor Hill signed off on this himself.
Of course he did.
As long as he's mayor, he calls the shots.
Well, Hill has a history of making his opposition disappear.
Rumors and allegations, Mr. Wayne, that's all. But if they become fact, I'll handcuff him myself, same as any other crook. I don't know how your neck ended up on Mayor Hill's shopping block, but here we are.
Hill knows if I go down, Harvey's campaign goes down too.
That'd be a real shame. Mr. Dent's the only DA I ever trusted to make a conviction stick. As mayor, I think he can finally turn things around for us. For all our sakes, I pray you've got nothing to hide.
Bro, seriously, you're just gonna walk away? So the howling wind. Did you ever think of me as your friend?
Take whatever you want.
You don't have to do this.
You see what I mean? It's just like, we know. We know.
Bruce. Bruce.
Doesn't make it any less tragic, but we know they died.
Bruce?
And what the heck is she doing here?
I didn't mean to interrupt, but...
You keep showing up uninvited.
This is the second time you've shown up uninvited.
Well, it's difficult to book a meeting with you.
Well, I enjoy my privacy.
Enjoyed. Past tense. Sorry, but if the press has their way, you're not gonna have any for a while.
Okay,
Listen,
awkward
Bruce,
silence there, or unless it was just a
scandal
giant lag
surrounding
spike.
a beloved family like yours captures the public's attention. I can help you get the right kind of attention. Through my connections at the Gazette, I have all kinds of access.
No.
I can dig up whatever you need to fight this.
Stay out of this, Miss Vale. There are enough reporters eviscerating my family's legacy.
I want to restore their legacy. The Waynes are synonymous with Gotham. You deserve better treatment
Most
than
people
this.
know who she is at
The
this
Gazette
point.
received this supposed evidence like every other media outlet.
I'm not
and it's all
trusting
hearsay.
her in
Flimsy
the
sources.
least.
There isn't a shred of hard proof.
Still, allegations like this, they don't magically appear. Someone is going after my family, after me.
Obviously, the sender didn't identify themselves. We have no idea who it could be. I mean, no one's even done their due diligence on this yet. The press saw the fumble, they grabbed the ball and ran.
Hill wants me out of the picture because with my backing, Harvey wins in a landslide. All signs point to Hill.
You're a kingmaker, Mr. Wayne. And Harvey Dent is Gotham's knight in shining armor just waiting for the crown.
Ugh, we all know you're
You're
Gotham's
the
White
first
Knight.
target on Hill's list.
Well, I really have a different name for me
By
back at
tonight,
the precinct.
this scandal will be broadcast to every screen in Gotham. Everyone will be talking
Back
about
at the
it.
MCU.
This isn't my first pass through the rumor mill. I know the damage it can do.
Then go on the record. Right here, right now, and stop it. You need to get out ahead of this. Your side is what matters, not wild speculation.
Turn it off, Miss Vale.
Oh, but Bruce...
Until I know what's really going on, I am not speaking to the press again.
You're gonna beat this, Bruce. The Waynes always come out on top.
Get out of here.
Goodbye, Miss Vale.
I hate to admit it, but everyone smells smoke. A fire is heading this way.
Batman has made plenty of enemies, but my family? We've done nothing but support Gotham, even in its darkest days.
All this on the anniversary of your parents'
It's not a coincidence. Harvey's the district attorney. He should have told me this.
That's
was
a
coming.
wild stab in the
and
dark,
find
though.
out why he didn't.
Like, oh, it's on the anniversary of my parents' death. Oh, this cannot be a coincidence. Well, what if it is? That's just like, that's a little too perfect.
A warrant? What the hell's going on? Wait, does this have to do with what the reporters were talking about this morning?
You don't
The
know?
press conference turned into a bloodbath.
You tell me.
Shh, come on, keep it down. Let's avoid making another scene, shall we? The press is already up my as it is. Mayor Hill authorized this?
Yeah, then the cops raid my house, taking everything related to Wayne Enterprises. Computers, hard drives, files.
Oh, son of a... I didn't know about this, I swear. Hill totally blindsided me on this one. God.
Okay, I believe you, Harvey. Mayor Hill's trying to screw us both over with this move.
And then he's made 2 enemies. I just don't get it. Why would Hill stick his neck out over this?
Because
just
it's
to
like...
tangle you up in some frivolous investigation?
Everyone would have saw that that was political payback.
I mean, what could he possibly hope to accomplish other than a few cheap headlines?
It's got to be politically motivated. Hill can't match your fundraising, so he's trying to take out
from the world's
donor.
greatest detective.
I don't know. This is a new low, even for Hill.
I'm sorry.
What a mess.
Everyone would have saw that that was political
Bruce,
payback.
I wish I could just make this go away, but I'm not sure if I can. If I get in the way of this investigation, Hill would be able to spin it as a conflict of interest. And that wouldn't be good for either of us. It would jeopardize the entire campaign.
We need to fight back. Hill cannot get away with this.
It may not be a war we can win.
The city will be behind you, Harvey, just like I am.
There you are.
Hey, you.
Oh, well,
Sorry.
well.
I got a habit of being late.
No, just glad you made it.
I don't know why, but her face looks different in season 2. I'm not sure why.
You didn't tell me you were bringing a friend to dinner.
This is Selena.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything.
Just election nonsense.
I think we've met before.
You do look familiar.
Everyone knows who Bruce Wayne is.
Do they?
Pleasure to meet you, Miss...
Kyle. It's a strong grip you've got there. Don't worry. I'm not gonna fall.
Oh,
wow.
Sorry.
Selena's new to town. I've been showing her
Wouldn't
around.
Harvey been like,
introducing
Bruce,
her to
Bruce, what are you doing? Bruce, like,
You're
over
next
here.
on the tour guide,
Well, if I lose the election, I guess I can drive one of those double-decker tour buses around town.
So, Miss Kyle, what brings you to Gotham?
Business.
Well, let's just hope she stays after what happened last night.
I was mugged. I'm just angry I let that masked freak get away with all my stuff.
I still can't believe I let you walk home alone. I should have called you a car.
Well, that's terrible. Did they catch the guy?
Not yet. But if they don't, I will.
It's probably long gone by now. Whatever that idiot took.
I hope not. These were important materials.
Ooh, sensitive?
Very. I don't know how I'm gonna explain this to my client. When things like this happen in my line of work, people tend to overreact.
So, what do you do for a living?
It's complicated. High risk, high reward.
Wouldn't Harvey be
Stock
like...
market, huh?
Something like that. At least I'm not the only one who's taken a beating. That press conference? Oof.
We've got it under control.
Do you?
I'll handle it. Someone at my office has to know what's going on. Excuse me a moment. Hey, it's Harvey.
This was one of my favorite scenes, just because I loved this scene. It's just like a well kind of, kind of moment.
Nice to meet the real you.
Likewise.
This explains a lot, actually. How you can afford the fancy armor, the toys. Wouldn't Harvey be surprised? Not to mention, everyone in this cafe.
Sorry about the black eye.
It's not the first time a man's hit me.
Sorry to hear that.
Wow.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna expose you. Yet.
Expose him! Expose him!
I'm curious about something, though. I do what I do for money, but you're Bruce Wayne. What's your excuse? I have to. But you...
I'm the good guy.
Why take the
risk? That's so presumptuous.
Someone has to be the good guy.
I suppose you think that makes me a bad girl.
Well, aren't you?
Like I said, it's kind of half and half.
You have something that belongs to me. I want it back.
I actually really like Catwoman's character in this game.
I'm used to robbing people, not the one being robbed.
Who hired you to break into the mayor's office?
My clients prefer to remain confidential. They don't know who I am. I don't know who they are.
But you know who I am.
These people I'm working for, they don't screw around. If I fail to deliver that drive, it's gonna cost a lot more than money.
Well, looks like you've made your bed.
No, we've made this bed, and I'm not gonna lie in it alone. You owe me.
Why'd they have to pick that figure excuse, though?
There will be consequences. I don't like consequences.
All right, you want my help? You got it. What can I do?
You can give me back the drive.
Not possible.
Listen, I don't have a lot of time. My employer is expecting me to drop it off.
Where?
Just give it back.
The address, now.
No, give me the drive.
You're just going to have to trust me.
I don't do trust. I guess I'm screwed either way. My contact. He'll be expecting.
I don't do trust, but I suddenly...
Not a bet.
When are you supposed to meet him?
15 minutes ago.
You gotta love it whenever the writers
hurry.
contradict themselves. That's kind of an inevitability with like running different dialogue options, though. There's bound to be some sort of bleed over.
You tell me.
I have my people working on it. We're gonna straighten everything out.
I feel better already. Sorry, but I've got to run.
So soon?
What is wrong with
Aren't
that
you gonna stay
girl's
for a drink?
eyes?
Yeah,
Did
Bruce.
you see
Stay
that?
for a drink?
I'd love
Like in
to,
two
but I've
different
got another
directions.
appointment and I really don't want to be late for it.
Oh, all right then. Don't forget to change into your suit.
And Harvey wouldn't like look at her like, what? He's already in a suit. Gotham Dogs for House 133, don't screw it up. Okay.
Alfred, I'm at the warehouse. No sign of Catwoman's contact. It's quiet.
The sound of an ambush. Stay on guard.
Oh yeah. Set for hero landing. It's really hard on her knees. Just gonna stand here dramatically. Oh yeah, this. Not this.
This wasn't a handoff. It was a massacre.
How many?
Thunder.
I'd have to count the pieces.
Oh, good lord. Who could have done such a thing?
That's what I'm gonna find out.
It's a
Gordon,
zombie virus.
Eastside Dogs, Warehouse 133.
Okay. Alright, and this was one of those detective scenes. This took a lot to figure out, so hopefully I won't be here too long. But at least we're back in the bat suit.
It's a volatile chemical. Potential psychoactive nerve agent. Vile stuff.
Be very, very careful with that. Who knows what effect it may have?
Have the computer catalog the compound for further analysis.
As you wish.
Exploded
Nothing
human
left to
remains.
bury. Whatever exploded did so with enough force to obliterate the person standing next to it. But the chemicals themselves were inert, non-explosive.
Well, it appears to have made a pretty big boom.
I'll see what I can piece back together.
Alright, Batman. I gotta say, this bat suit looks pretty cool as well. Like, neither of them... I mean, the one in the second looked a little bit better, I'm gonna admit. Dead
I've seen
mercenary.
these outfits before. Same mercs that broke into City Hall.
Yeah. We're gonna examine it first.
The canister exploded, sending shrapnel right through the container door.
For once, I'm glad you arrived after the heist. Your armor wouldn't have protected you against that.
Might as well open it, I guess. Well, what's this?
Looks like a bullet started this.
A normal bullet couldn't have caused that explosion.
Doesn't appear normal. The
Is it
point of entry is
incendiary?
melted.
An incendiary round? Link it. Canister fragment. Canister fragment. Scorch mark. No, wait. Blast epicenter.
The scrap of metal is from the exploding canister. But I need to know what caused the explosion.
Let's see.
White
Rose.
Falcone's calling card.
I don't remember
He's
that.
been busy as of late.
Send the drones hunting. I want to know his every move.
Good thinking, sir.
So, I can't remember if these were like Children of Arkham or Falcone's men. It's a walker.
Face slashed. Throat torn open.
So, not natural causes then.
Looks like a flippin' walker. What?
Skylight Club.
Burnt cop. Okay, that's another glitch. Please let me examine him. Okay, there we go.
This man's been badly burned. But the damage seems to originate from inside his skull. What did this?
Yeah. Okay.
Sensor
At least there
saved
weren't
an
sounds
incendiary.
with that.
Phosphorus residue. This could have superheated the contents of the canister.
Causing the aforementioned boom.
Anything else? His
Blood.
hands.
Broken nails. Bits of human flesh.
That just makes logical sense.
A cop shredded this merc to pieces. Barehanded.
God, what would cause someone to do that?
And how can you do that with your bare hands? I mean, it looks like he was mauled by an animal. You know. Okay. The incendiary bullet, obviously, goes to the blast epicenter? Or no, where's a burst canister? Designed to superheat upon impact. We must not have found the other clue. Yeah, the blast epicenter goes to the incendiary bullet. For obvious reasons. I figured it was an incendiary bullet.
Don't think so. No proof.
Okay. Last epicenter goes to the... Hold on a second. Batman, can you walk a bit faster, please? Okay. Incendiary bullet then would go to the canister with that bullet hole in it. That makes sense.
Find a connection.
No.
The bullet that killed the cop is the same type that blew up the canister.
Well, I'm sure they didn't find that at a local gun store.
It appears military.
Pallets. What were they carrying?
Canisters were stored here. Canisters of what?
Psychoactive drug, obviously. Oh gosh, you got another freaking dead cop.
It's a cop. The force grows thinner every day.
Okay, at least there were no clues. Canister fragment. Alright, so then that... Wait. Unscorched area. Oh.
Something was here when the explosion occurred.
Some sort of vehicle. Ah, were they in the back of a vehicle? Back of a truck or something?
Someone drove off after the explosion.
Have you put it together?
Yes.
Ah, good. But you see what I mean? Like, these...
leaving his rose here.
Before he explains it, these puzzles that were in the first season were admittedly much better than they were in Season 2. In Season 2, the puzzles were just kind of, like... You saw what I had to do there. I had to, like, look around, kind of think things through, you know, link logical things together, whereas in An Enemy Within, basically how it worked is if you found the correct item, then that would trigger the next cutscene and you won. That's basically how most of them work. Not all of them, but most of them. So, in detective scenes in Season 1 were better.
This is a message. Dead cops, stolen chemicals. He's making a big move. One of his snipers hit a canister with an incendiary bullet, causing it to superheat and explode. This may have been a distraction or a way of destroying evidence. Cops moved in to stop the theft. Falcone's men gunned him down. Then things turned grim. Possibly due to the psychoactive nerve agent. A cop ripped up a merc's face with his bare hands. It was put down. Same sniper, same type of bullet. Looks like Falcone's men got what they wanted and escaped.
I wonder if the sniper was Deadshot.
Located the shooter.
No, but based on two impact trajectories, the canister and the dead cop, the shooter could only have a clear shot from there, or there, and would have contaminated himself with the phosphorus residue. Program the skimmers to pick up that signature.
Right away, sir.
Locate the sniper nest. I'm gonna say the catwalk. Because this looks like a good position. Oh. Yeah, that would look like that was like the correct position.
Phosphorus spike. Clear vantage point.
Yeah, because look, it's like a perfect vantage point for everything. Phosphorus residue trace. A cigarette.
Killing time.
Okay. Phosphorus residue trace.
This is the right spot. So where did he go?
Come on, Batman, you're the world's greatest detective. I can help you figure this out. Oh, residue.
Trace stops here.
Then he should be nearby.
Found him.
Oh.
Time to go to work.
Looks like he's dead, mate. He's not dead.
My turn.
Whew, that was
Don't
close.
make me add your corpse to this graveyard. Falcone, why did he do this?
I ain't telling you nothing. You can't make me talk.
Talk, and I spare you an ambulance ride. The police won't offer the same. Not to a cop killer.
Rather chance them than talk to a clown like you.
You haven't met the clown yet.
You trying to scare a confession out of me? I won't break.
Your bones will.
Oh, man. I'm not gonna hurt the guy, so don't worry, guys. I'm not gonna actually hurt this guy,
What they said
but
about
I'll
you.
make it seem like it.
Freaking animal.
Time to live up to my reputation. You know you can bleed to death without ever spilling a drop.
That's so...
I'm on the inside. Tell
That's
me
such
the
an
plan,
awesome...
or I start swinging.
Ribs face. No, the barrels. I'm not gonna actually hurt him.
Tell me.
His
The
face, like...
Catwoman was supposed to hand over a drive. Had the container number we needed, but she flaked. So we had to find it ourselves. Container by container. Someone must have heard us. Called the cops. We were told no witnesses.
Why risk open war with the GCPD?
Some kind of chemicals. Falcone wanted them.
What are the chemicals for?
We were paid to steal them, not ask questions.
Ooh.
I start here and keep breaking until you answer.
The chemicals! Some kind of explosive! A weapon! I don't know! Falcone said he'd use them soon!
Used where?
That's all I know! I swear! I swear! I told you everything I know!
I'm not gonna break his arm.
Oh, God.
Jesus Christ.
No, that's too far. That's too far. Batman wouldn't do that.
Think I need to call the coroner.
I'll talk to Gordon. I don't have anything to hide.
Hey!
He's fine.
Freeze! Don't move!
Stand down, Montoya.
No. Thank God. He was about to kill me.
No,
You want to tell me what the hell this is all about?
I don't have anything to
Told
hide.
you he was about to kill me.
Falcone was behind this.
Falcone. I thought he'd been a little quiet lately.
Falcone stole a shipment of chemicals. Appears to be a weaponized nerve agent. Causes people to go berserk, turn violent. We need to act before he releases it.
I got a task force on it.
You already have one.
You're taking this too far, Bruce. You assume the persona of a bat, but you're not an animal. You beat that man half to death.
What? I did?
Your parents didn't raise you this way. And neither did I.
He's still alive?
He's still alive, isn't he?
And in the hospital. Next time...
Was that just because I applied pressure to his arm? Like, I didn't break his arm?
This preposterous attack on your family. You must show the world the true nature of a Wayne.
Giving everything to the city and then being murdered for it?
My thoughts exactly. Every time you leave this cave.
I'm not sure why they're making it seem like I punched the guy's face or bashed his
You're
face
a
in.
good
He's
man,
fine.
Bruce.
I didn't
Good.
hurt him.
Just like
I
your
mean, I might
parents.
have pushed him into the wall.
I don't mean to be a doddering old fool on the subject, but as a friend, the burden of advice falls on me.
Trust me, I won't lose my way.
It's quite understandable to stray from the path now and again, so long as you can find your way back. You bury the person, Bruce, but you never bury the memory.
Sometimes I wish I could. That night, that alleyway. It made me who I am. I can't get it out of my head.
That is your gift and your curse. Being Batman can allow you to turn back the tide of treachery that's reached this city's shores, or drown you in its sorrow. When you doubt your fate, remember why you started all this. Remember that boy in the alley.
Accept them or tear them?
I won't forget.
Neither will I.
Why would I tear them up? That was a weird choice. Okay.
Well, back into the fray again.
I also kind of wish that this was like set up with like an enemy within, whereas you had like relationship updates with people, because that would be helpful. Because I'm pretty sure right there would have been your relationship with Alfred has changed. Bad computer, Gotham Fika. I don't need to read either of those.
Looks like that egg finally cracked. And inside, Mayor Hill was hiding more than I could have imagined. This is a complete manifest of Carmine Falcone's criminal organization.
What in the world was Hill doing with all this? Illegal arms dealing, drug running, mob hits, money laundering? Falcone's been involved in everything. But it goes back years.
This is an insurance policy. Hill could expose Falcone if he didn't play along.
That would explain why he's never made a move against him.
Sure as hell better than any bodyguard.
Falcone and Hill.
This is it, Alfred. With this proof, we can finally knock out Falcone's organization.
Where would we possibly begin to dismantle it?
This is a police matter.
There's only one cop we can trust to handle this evidence correctly.
Lieutenant Gordon.
Jim Gordon.
We could mobilize the entire police force against Falcone.
The real one.
What about that reporter from the Gazette?
Vicky.
Yes, Miss Vale. She could release this evidence through proper channels. I suppose it comes down to who you want to help most. Or who you think could do the most good.
Even the first time I played this, I'm like, do they really think I'm going to be giving this to Vicky freaking Vale? You're nuts. I'm giving it to Jim
Gordon.
Gordon.
On the front lines of this war. Gordon needs this more than anyone.
First time I watched this,
Wise decision, sir. We'll attack Falcone on two fronts tonight. Gordon through the police.
Why would you give it to Vicky Vale?
Batman.
By any means necessary. Whatever Falcone is planning, it ends tonight.
He's a spider, Bruce. Eyes everywhere. A dense web of goons poised to trap you. No one has ever managed to bring him down.
I haven't tried yet.
I'm Batman.
This is a silver bullet. And it's gonna put Falcone down once and for all. I don't even want to know where you got this.
No, you don't.
Still, I gotta know one thing.
Stole it off of a cat burglar.
Why give this to me? Don't get me wrong. I appreciate the hell out of this.
I heard you were the last honest man on the force.
No need to blow smoke. I got enough cancer coming my way as it is. But thank you. Honestly. Knowing this evidence can lock up Falcone. I'll sleep like a goddamn baby. For once. You know, as much as I appreciate you calling me here, I gotta make one thing crystal. I can't be bought. So you should know this isn't gonna change a thing about the investigation of your family. The Waynes always supported the Gotham police.
There are no strings attached. I just want Falcone gone.
You and me both. I'm tired of staring at his mugshot.
If he's such a known criminal, then how was he able to show his face at Bruce's party? Like the fact that it made headlines.
I gotta go. Came straight from a crime scene. Haven't been home yet. Sometimes I think this whole city's a crime scene. We're just walking through it.
What you're holding will make walking.
Haven't met John Doe yet.
Thanks, Bruce.
Well,
The
Lieutenant,
flippin' pact.
Hey, stick to Jim.
There we go, the legend.
it's done.
Good. So is our hunt. The drone's located Falcone downtown, a place called the Skyline Club. Though you're not dressed for that kind of party.
Well, I can always change in the car.
Kill any pedestrians, Batman. Skyline Club. 9:19 p.m. An interesting random time. Is that the Batwing? Unfortunately, no. It's Batman, who's very shiny because of the rain.
The drone's cameras and scanning tech are fully functional.
All right. Let's find Falcone.
Falcone.
Good point of entry.
Patrons.
Tell me another.
What's the difference between the Mafia and City Council?
I don't know. Aren't they the same thing?
Only one of them is organized.
Ooh, you're cute.
So, you alone?
Not anymore.
Man, if it was that easy, wow. I could think of some dumber ones. You want to hear some stupider ones than that? Do you? Okay, here's one here, guys. You got 2 coins, okay? You have 2 coins. The coins add up to 30 cents. One of them is not a nickel. How do you get 30 cents? I'll let you chew on that little riddle. It's not really a joke, but...
In lockup.
Okay, you stomped on it. The answer is a quarter. One of them is not a nickel. It's a quarter, and then the other one is a nickel. Get it? Get it?
You round? Yeah, no broken bones. Still healing from the last time I bet. All it took was
I don't
a couple
care.
of C-notes this time. Nice and easy. Nice and easy my ass. I know you burned powder tonight. The whole city can smell it.
Note to self, don't look at any more patrons. I don't care about all this random conversation. What is that? Rose sigil. Modern art. I don't like modern art, so why would I look at it? Office. Now that's interesting.
Heavily guarded door in the building.
Gotta be Falcone's hideout.
Well, it won't be as easy as ringing the doorbell.
4 armed guards.
Oh.
Stealth
Is that
not
like
an option.
one weird glitch?
I'll put together a plan of attack. Stand by.
Mobster. They're just a bunch
Couple
of...
of options for taking this guy down.
Hanging on... No, let's bash it with the modern art. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yes. Yes. Let's see. There's this mobster. Coffee, a folding, that doesn't look very oh yeah, let's do the coffee table. Seated talking to a woman, distracted and unprepared for action. Oh boy, and where was that dude with the cheesy jokes? I got something special for that guy. Where's he at? Where are you at? Oh, I can't take him down? Nuts. Can I bash this guy into this guy? Staircase. Nah. Let's do the pillar. Oh yeah. And then finally this guy.
This one might be tricky. Any ideas?
I've got it covered, Al.
Well, I guess from up here. You know, just like Batman. Whoops!
Bruce,
straight up.
have you formulated your plan of attack?
I'm going in.
Going in.
Very good, sir. Your turn to crash his party.
Okay, get the fingers in the Telltale fighting position. Oh my goodness. Gotcha. Gotcha. Take this, modern art! It's the Batman! No, I don't care about you guys. Where's Falcone? Come on, bring it on, bring it on, bring it on. What? No. Sit down. Gotcha. Whoa! Hitting the dirt. Who is this guy?
God, circus freak!
Oh, there's Falcone. Are you freaking serious?
Show yourself! You got no
Hi there, Carmine? Or should I say Sully? Why'd you shave your mustache? Sully, I want to talk to you. Or talk to you. Why weren't you in Last Legacy?
Can't sneak up on me.
Gotcha.
You think that's gonna work?
Yeah.
I'm gonna light up this Get your damn hands off of my suit! You know who my lord...
The TV screen. Yeah.
Stay down, Falcone. We can end this now.
You've got a lot to learn, kid.
You just have a turret gun lapel? What happens if you accidentally tap it?
Explosives armed. Fire when ready.
Fire! Okay. I hope you don't accidentally tap your little machine gun lapel. The gun.
You've lost, Falcone.
Cliche quote. Let's go.
The chemicals. Where are they?
What?
I found your calling card at the docks. The White Rose.
You think I wanted to leave
Where were the other
here?
trucks going?
Something reeks about this whole thing. And it is a dead bat.
Okay. Why is the news
wanna
here?
Play games? We're all being played here, including you. Those chemicals you're so riled up about, they're mine, all right? But someone is trying to cut me out of the deal because I did not make that mess at the docks.
Then who did?
No, we're done. Gotham's watching now. Go ahead. Give him a show.
Arrest.
I'll be walking free by tomorrow
Brutalize.
morning.
No, I'm gonna arrest him. I'm the good guy.
Spill it, Falcone, while you still can.
It's the Waynes. They're behind all this.
What do you mean?
You wanna save this city? Well, the Waynes are the biggest gangsters in Gotham.
Thanks for the assist. Now we only have to take one of you down. Open fire!
No, my name's Batman, and I don't get arrested.
Fire and smoke could reportedly be seen from street level. Tonight, the Skyline Club, a high-rise mafia hangout in downtown Gotham, was the arena for a clash between the notorious Batman and alleged mob boss Carmine Falcone, who was found dangling over a 50-story drop. Bet Falcone loved that view. Though I'd say the crime boss getting his is well overdue, Falcone has slipped through the law's grasp for years. But after this dramatic arrest and evidence released by the GCPD's Lieutenant Gordon, Falcone's going away for a long, long time. And speaking of newly uncovered criminal dealings, this brings me to the story everyone is talking about. The Wayne family. For generations, the big W on the Wayne Enterprises Tower was a reassuring sight. You knew that there was something pure at the heart of Gotham. That this city, for all its faults, was built by good people.
Why was there a
But with
QTE there?
Thomas and Martha's shining reputation called into question, we no longer have such assurances. And even worse, it seems the apple hasn't fallen far from the tree. Gotham's greatest son, Bruce Wayne, seen here shaking hands with Carmine Falcone, may be just as crooked as his parents. Wayne even refused to go on record when asked to defend his family's legacy. In a world where the Waynes, our golden family, are corrupt, who are we left with? Who can Gothamites look up to? The supposed hero Batman? Only time will tell. Meanwhile, we'll keep digging for the truth. But the prominent feeling throughout Gotham is that the Waynes' time in the sun is ending.
That stupid shaking hand decision, like I said, it bites you, even though it shouldn't be important.
The suit, the car, this entire cave.
Master Bruce?
Everything I built! I created all of this because I didn't want any more innocent people to die! If Falcone's telling the truth about my parents, then what the hell did we do this for?
Bruce,
What have you been hiding from me? Alfred!
Man. Realm of Shadows. Stick up for Harvey in front of Falcone. You and 67 defied Falcone by inviting Harvey into the... I figured most people would have done that. Why wouldn't you? chose a press blackout, refusing Vicky's request. That's because you didn't know who Vicky was before episode. Anyway, Break showed mercy, so it's pretty half and half. Yeah, and of course, why would you give it to Vicky? I mean, like, she might be an established Batman character, but Gordon is, like, way more trustworthy than Vicky, even, outside of this particular Batman storyline. Showed restraint. Yeah, again, that's another decision. It's like, why wouldn't you? So we were in the majority of decisions aside from not giving Vicky a quote, which was the majority of people didn't.
When your parents died,
sneak peek,
they left me as caretaker of their estate, their son, and their secrets. I would never betray them.
I wish Enemy Within had these. Next time on Batman, the Telltale
Your parents were good people, Bruce. No matter what that thug Falcone told you.
Then swear to me there's no truth to it.
The evidence you brought me on Falcone held up. Maybe I misjudged you.
Now Batman's beating up mobsters too. Wonder who he's after next.
There he is. It's Penguin. Taking a right look. Hey, Falcone.
Bruce, the Wayne name is toxic. I have to do what's best for my campaign. What's best for Gotham. I have to distance myself.
I will find the truth. Along with anyone who stands in my way.
Follow Batman's adventures wherever comic books are sold. Get the season pass. I am. Continue the journey with Batman. Get the final 4 episodes of this series. Don't worry, I will. This was just so I could get this out. And there you guys go. That was the first episode of Batman, the Telltale series, or Season 1, the prequel, however you want to look at this. Don't worry, I'll be getting the season pass, so we'll have the other 4 episodes. I'm obviously not just gonna start the series. We're gonna do episode 1, that's it. So yeah. That was Realm of Shadows. Next episode will be Children of Arkham. So yeah. Once I get the pass, I will be rattling these off in quick succession. I don't know if I'll be like uploading them like bang, bang, bang. I might just kind of, splice my other videos because I have a how to draw video planned. I don't know what else I have planned, but I mean, I'm not going to upload them like in a marathon like I did with my Royal Caribbean Travel Vlog series. So yeah. It gets better. This episode just kind of had a lot of exposition, just getting you into the universe. But overall, I still enjoy this. Like, this is a really, really good game. Enemy Within is still better, but this is still a very good game. It's a very good storyline. So yeah, if you guys are ready for episodes 2 and 3 and 4 and 5, then leave a like. And until next time, I will see you guys later.